So I know my videos thus far have been really random and probably really annoying, which might be why I have no viewers so far, but that's kind of me. But I'm going to try to keep on track this time. So, well, for the most part, I've been thinking up more ways of how to come out to my mom officially, because we went bowling last night actually, and there was, I'm assuming this trans guy there, because he was wearing all boys clothing and it looked like he was binding, but he had a really feminine voice. I didn't go up and talk to him at all, so I'm just assuming right now. And the name that he had up on the screen, the names he put up there, it was Lynn. So maybe I'm wrong, but it's really masculine to be just a butch lesbian. So, I'm just assuming that. But anyway, that kind of kicked my dysphoria into high gear, and I got all irritated and cranky and depressed, and I was like not even caring what was going on, and my girlfriend thought I was mad at her or something, so then she got mad at me. And it's just like this never ending cycle of people getting mad at each other because of all that. So it's getting kind of out of hand at this point, and I think I really need to start talking to someone about it and actually start my transition if that's the road I decide to take. So that's that part. I don't know how I'm going to do it with my mom. She seems like she's opening up a lot more than she used to be, but it's still my mom, and I know my mom, and I know that she's not going to be completely okay with it. So I have to find out ways to help her come to terms with it. I bought this book for my Kindle, which I got 2 days ago, called Transitions, and it's by this trans woman, I think. So there wasn't a lot of help for me specifically, but it had all these things for like friends and family of transgender people to help them figure everything out. So I might let her read through that first and then talk to her about what's going through my head. But I'm not just gonna go up and be like, "Hey mom, go buy me some testosterone because I want some." But no, I'm not gonna go straight up and be like that. I'm gonna try to like ease her into it, because I don't think she's gonna be one of those parents that like disowns me or something. It might take time, but I don't know. And then another thing was my ex that I talked about in one of my random videos I was actually going to post, but I asked her, I was like, what do you know about transgender people? And she kind of told me, um, like she said that when she started puberty, like in her early teens, she wished that she was one, but she knew she wasn't. She just said that her mind hadn't caught up with her body, so she wasn't comfortable with being female, but that all passed eventually, and she's totally cool now. But yeah, she kind of, from that perspective, or what she went through, she knows what it's like, how it feels to not be okay with your body, but she obviously wasn't transgender or isn't transgender, but she knows what it is, so that's okay. And so I told her, I was like, yeah, I never really passed that point. I'm still like that. I still don't feel right and everything. I never actually told her I was really trans. But she told me, she was like, oh, well, I like you either way, and my feelings for you aren't going to change at all. So it made me really happy to know that she was cool with it, even though she still doesn't know completely. But she might be the next person I officially come out to, because I trust her a lot. I trust her more than my own girlfriend, which is bad. But that's kind of it. Um, I need a haircut. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of getting a faux hawk, but a lot of people say that trans people can't do that because it's really lesbianish, or that's how it's been came to be known as. So I don't want to like shave it all off like I usually do though, and I need to get my acne to heal. It's gross. I'm not gonna curl my hair off until it's gone. I never do. But then I really need to keep somewhat of a feminine look going because I have to wear a dress for band. It's gross, but I'm not out at school, so I can't do anything about it. Hopefully next year I can kick myself in the butt and tell people and get it so that my band director has to let me wear a tuxedo instead of a dress because it's getting kind of ridiculous. Like I feel like crap in that. The other night after a concert, one of my friends that used to use male pronouns in my preferred name, he stopped just out of nowhere because I was wearing a dress and he saw me in a dress. So he's like, okay, I guess he's not a guy anymore. And he came up to me and told me he used my birth name and he's like, oh, you're so pretty. And I'm just like, no. Oh, it was terrible. I felt like crying and screaming at people and being like, I'm not a girl, don't call me pretty and don't say I'm beautiful, and oh, it's a terrible, horrible experience. And it's all my fault because I won't tell people that I'm trans and shit, and I need to come out for my own personal benefit because it's a terrible burden to have on my mental status. But that's pretty much everything. I'm just trying to get my transition going soon. Hopefully we'll get me to a psychologist or someone who specifies in transgender stuff so that they can diagnose me with whatever I end up being diagnosed with so we can figure out where to go from there, and I'll stop trying to kill myself inside my brains. Physically, I never do that. I considered it, but I won't do that. So that's all I got. Hopefully it's better than my other videos. Thanks!